The government of Burkina Faso, led by Captain Ibrahim Traore, has introduced six presidential initiatives that will transform Burkina Faso and eventually put on the path of development. Now, these six presidential initiatives are: number one, it's on the area of sport and development, known as its acronym as IP rallies. Number two, it's in quality education. Number three, on health. Number four, on agricultural production and food self-sufficiency. Number five, on community development. And number six, what is known as Faso Mebo. Now, this is where where I am falling for. I mean, Faso Mebo is really a brilliant idea, and I would like to say something about that. Let me tell you about Faso Mebo. So, Faso Mebo, it's an initiative that accelerates urban transformation in Ouagadougou. Basically, the government of Burkina Faso has called for all Burkinabes to take part in these initiatives to construct every stretch of the capital, Ouagadougou. Now, this is ambitious program which aims to modernize road infrastructure and improve the livelihood of residents, drawing on citizens' mobilization. And that's also a part where you need to pay attention. He is mobilizing, he's turning to his people. Mobilization is really, really important. It's just something that's not well researched and explored, where our governments are not using it. Usually they just turn for a loan and funding from outside governments, usually to their colonial masters or whatever. But the power and the capacity that the people have is beyond measure. So he is mobilizing the people in every part of his development program. Now, Faso Mebo is that it is the citizens are volunteering to work in the building of this project. So they contribute with cement or money. So you see people even across from Burkina Faso, people coming from Togo, people coming from Ghana, donating cement for the construction program. And also the government recently donated hundreds of cars, big vehicles, for this construction program. Now, Faso Mebo, again, just to elaborate, because this is something I would love really for governments, also African governments, to adopt it. So the Faso Mebo presidential initiative, it is launched in October 2024 under the leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traore. It's making already a significant strides in that, in the path that the government is aiming. Now, the Faso Mebo, it's making a significant stride in urban development and also reducing isolation in Burkina Faso. For example, in its pilot project in its phase in Ouagadougou, the capital, the program has already paved 9 kilometers of roads, nearing its initial target of 10 kilometers. Now, there are central medians and sidewalks are also being refurbished with new paving, marking the advancement of the two component initiative focused on beautifying and also beautifying the urban spaces across the country. Now, the initiative aims to address the high cost associated with road construction in Burkina Faso, which have been a significant burden on public finances, by utilizing local resources and mobilizing specialized brigades for road construction and maintenance. The government seeks to reduce expenses and improve infrastructure efficiency. Now, if you just Google countries, how they are African countries, the loans that they take to build to build roads that connects. It could be two towns or cities, wherever, or within a big city. The loans that they are taking from the government of China, it could be, or from EU, or usually from World Bank, IMF. It's an enormous amount of money, and usually which falls into the corrupted hands, and they do not finish the project, or they will just subcontract it again, committing another corruption to benefit their own people, meaning relatives, or because of corruption. And then it will be built with the materials that are substandard. So there's a lot of corruption going on with building roads in Africa. So the fact that, first of all, by doing this, they are not turning to any government or this financial institution for a loan, so that saves the economy. Secondly, the people are not only contributing in terms of money, they are contributing also in terms of material, and also that gives some ownership, that building their own city. Look at this. I wanted to show you this, how they are constructing the roads with locally manufactured materials. Did I miss it? Okay, maybe it's not here. Yeah, you can see, also the production of hospitals and education as well. Now, like the diaspora, when they come, like renowned Burkinabe people, athletes, sportsmen, also when they visit the country, they donate in terms of cement for this construction as well. The initiative aims, as I said, to address high costs associated with road construction, which was a burden on public finance. So by utilizing local resources and mobilizing specialized brigades for road construction and maintenance, the government seeks to reduce expenses and improve infrastructure efficiency. Now, beyond road construction, what FASO-MABO FASO-MABO, it is from a Burkina Faso language, from their Burkina language, it means build the country. That's what it means. So it encompasses urban development projects, including the construction of affordable housing, upgrading sanitation, and creating green public spaces. As I read to you, this very much sounds like what the Ethiopian government has embarked on as well, building the country, the road and pedestrian roads, also for cycle, building parks, building sports centers. This is very much alike. Now, these efforts aim to provide city dwellers with a healthier and more attractive living environment, while promoting better environmental stewardship. As the initiative progresses, the government plans to expand its reach to other cities as well, with 30 kilometers of urban roads, which soon to be developed in next to the capital. There is also Bobo Dioulasso, Ouagadougou, and also Ouagadougou itself, the capital city. Now, through FASO-MABO, the Traore administration is taking a pragmatic, economically conscious approach to national development, aiming to foster a social cohesion, stimulate the local economy, and bring about lasting improvements to the quality of life across Burkina Faso. Not only now this gives a relief to the public finance, which was a burden on it, but it also minimizes corruption. Even if this money came through loan or funding, it will fall in the hands of those government officials who are corrupted, and then they give it as a subcontract to local contractors, which at the end will be made in substandard, or they might not even finish the project. This, we see it in various African countries. So this will prevent also the corruption. At the same time, it gives ownership to the people. The mobilization by itself, it will make them responsible. Now it's also about beautifying the city, so the people, the city residents will be responsible, not only building it but keeping it clean after it is built, as well as they use it. They have been given that ownership title. So it does a lot of things, and you would see that also the government would realize the power of mobilization that people have in terms of giving money and also their labor, the capacity, and this can be translated in many to other various projects, which we said the 6 presidential initiatives, which are quality education. That includes building schools that are in a standard to give quality education to the children, that have all the technology that is needed to give to the students. Also health, building hospitals, their agricultural production and food self-sufficiency, community development. Now I want to show you some pictures, because these projects have been already given to the grassroots levels, and people are implementing it. Now the pictures that you are seeing here it is in prison, actually. So they are now taking part in the community development program. Look, they are participating in weaving traditional loin clothes, which is called Faso Dan Fani, and they are also dyeing the Coco Dunda clothes. It's a traditional clothes of Burkina Faso. They also dedicate in the inmates. First of all, it shows you in this community development program, it's not just for residents, but also for those prisoners. They are not left out. Before they do this, they actually teach them the skill of how to do it. And then by doing this, not only they are not participating in this development program, but also they become self-sufficiency. When they are out of the prison, that skill they can use it to create job, to self-employ themselves, and generate income to themselves and also to their family as well. Not only in weaving clothes, but traditional clothes of Burkina Faso, but also you have it like in livestock farming as well. This is also another area the inmates are taking on how to do it, and also participating. So this presidential Faso Mebo program is really, really fascinating. Another thing that I want to show you, this is also an inmate, is look, they are now, this is the building, they are building, I think, a school, or no, it's a health center. Look, under the banner of the presidential initiative for health, a community medical center, it's called CMC, is under construction in Belleville in Bobo Dioulasso. Now, Drissa Traore, he's the national coordinator of the IPS, which is the part of the sector of health. He explains that this site is part of a set of 25 community medical centers, CMCs, in their acronym, that are to be built in several regions in the country. 25 of them, Now, the rate, he says this, the rate we were given is not really satisfactory, he said, reacting to the reported progress rate of the work. He then urged the company in charge of the work to invest more effort in order to make up for the delay. So he's from the government and national coordinator. So they have given a certain deadline to deliver the work, and the companies that are taking in charge building these community medical centers are not up to the timing that they are expected to. So he is urging those companies to do that. Now, this is also, the site where they are building the center, the medical center. Let's play this video. So one of them is being interviewed, and let's see if the article has what he's saying. So according to Traore, the national coordinator, the community medical centers includes an operating theater, which he considers an innovation. And also he explains that this operating theater also incorporates a laboratory, which is a blood bank, an imaging department, and a hospital ward with offices, providing healthcare staff with a better working environment. Now, in terms of agriculture and food self-sufficiency, you see it here. For example, at the Farako Ba Research Station, explains Sumana Kone, who is an agricultural engineer. They are conducting general agricultural research and also use plots for the production of pre-basic and basic seeds. So pre-basic seeds are the very first categories of seeds, ranging from G1 to G3. Basics are the fourth category. So he's explaining there. So now 15 hectares is dedicated to maize, where this is, what we see here is maize. So 15 hectare is dedicated to maize, where pre-basic seed is produced to supply basic seed. That is one. Now here, what we see is also from 1 ton per hour with all systems, the unit now process 1.5 to 2 tons per hour with this optical sorter. Mansa Zerbo, the rice mill manager, is very proud and happy to be beneficiary. This is also part of the food.
Lord, benefit from speaking louder, 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 from the initiative of President Seal.
I am really, really proud, really, really happy for that. Currently we are producing locally in terms of quality, and quantity. The machine is excellent. I see that the population is fully embracing the initiative and will be very pleased with us because, with what they've provided, we'll be able to do our work as requested. The capacity is 1 hour, so it will operate 24/7.
So that was the man, giving his word, as he was satisfied in this rice mill producing. That was it with regards to the 6 initiatives, presidential initiatives to transform Burkina Faso to a development or as a developed country. And I was so fascinated by the Faso Mebo, which is one of the 6 initiatives transforming Burkina Faso, building roads, beautifying the city. This is pretty much also what the Ethiopian government is doing. I would like to make a program to dedicate a program also on that one. But in terms of Faso Mebo, people are mobilized, not only from Burkina Faso, outside of also Burkina Faso, contributing for this development program. And you may take a part as well, I believe. Let us know in the comment section, what do you think of such projects or initiatives introduced by the president, and the fact that they are mobilizing the people to do this, not they're not begging to get a loan or a fund, which usually there is another under the table agreements that's not told to the people whenever you get a loan or a fund from outside governments or financial institutions. But this one, it just is clean. It's all about people. What do you think of this? Do you think each African country should do it this way? What are the opportunities and the challenges surrounding it as well? For now, yes, it's just few kilometers they are doing with this. But of course, if it is in a big scale, they might not be able to do it with only the people's money or contribution. Or it might be done as well, if they include also the diaspora Burkinabes. This might be done. For example, they have, these athletes, footballers, which are pretty much also taking part in their country's development program. For me, I found it really fascinating. Let us know in the comment section, what do you think of this? That was it, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.